Unlike Throne War or Field of Honor, whomever wins the occupancy of a city is decided a number of different ways, which I'll explain here. The first way occupancy is decided is based on the 4-hour mark. The first alliance to successfully reinforce a city for a total of 4 hours during the event will be awarded the occupancy for that city. Now, note that I said total, not consecutive. So regardless, if another alliance swoops in and ends up holding it for longer, if you were the first alliance to reach the 4-hour mark total, you will retain the occupancy once the event is over. The second way is whomever has the most time on the city. If none of the alliances reinforced a city for a total of 4 hours, it will simply be decided based on which alliance had the most time on that city. And the last way is disqualification. Now, as described earlier, the max occupancy limit also affects the max amount of cities you can occupy after the event has ended. Meaning, if your limit is 6 and you have successfully won the occupancy for 6 cities using one of the first 2 methods, then you will be disqualified from occupying any other cities. Although you may still reinforce it and gain points during the event, you are disqualified from retaining occupancy after the event has ended. The first 6 cities that you win the occupancy for using one of the above methods will be the cities that you will be in charge of and the city buffs you will receive after the event. So now let's move on to battling. Battling for a city against the NPCs is best equated to battling a Port of the Void demon. Alliance members attack the city to whittle down its defenses until they are defeated and you can reinforce the city. Now, battling against other players is the same way as Throne War or Field of Honor. You can scout, solo attack, or rally cities that currently have another alliance reinforcing it. If you win the battle, your alliance takes over the building, kicking the enemy troops off, and start reinforcing it yourself. Now, to reiterate from before, if your alliance is currently reinforcing 6 cities, you will not be allowed to attack a 7th city. One reason this event is so appealing is because all troops killed during a city battle, whether attacking or defending a city, will be converted into wounded troops up to and until you reach your hospital capacity, at which point you will lose them forever. Lastly, and don't forget, when attacking or reinforcing a city, you cannot use a shield. So you may theoretically be putting a target on your back. If you send troops to reinforce a city, then go to sleep, you may wake up to full hospitals and forever lost troops. Additionally, something you want to be aware of is around each city there are areas called pastures, and these are marked by, as opposed to a green ground, more of a brownish dead ground with trees strewn about. This is essentially a battle zone. If you teleport your castle into one of these pastures, say you want to take over a city or hold a city and have your castle be nearby, you will not be allowed to shield while you are on the pasture. Additionally, if your castle is attacked while on the pasture, your wall defenses will drain 4 times as fast as if you are attacked on a normal tile. So you want to be aware of that. If you're going to be on a city and you're in the pasture, you will not be able to shield, so the only escape from enemy attack will be to port out.